Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Rudilly, and this is Rudilly behind the camera, funny enough. That was stupid as hell. Welcome back to the channel. Christian here with Rudilly Garage, and today I want to film something with the Z because we haven't done a full video of the Z just by itself. But today I wanted to let you guys know 5 things that I love about the Lamborghini Diablo. 5 things that I love about the 300ZX. Now I know what you're thinking. Wow, Christian, Rudilly, why? Why did you guys buy a Z? Why couldn't you buy something like a Mark IV Supra or an R32 Skyline, R33 Skyline, R34 Skyline, anything besides this hunk of sh*? Well, to answer that in the simplest form, I just can't afford the other one. The reason I bought this is because out of the bunch, the 300ZX is my favorite. Let's start with the outside of the car because why not start from the outside and go in? Is the front end. That is my #1 spot of the top 5 things that I love. Now you might be asking me once again, wow, why the front end? Headlights, this nose panel, and the other headlight are all separate from the hood and the bumper. Something about it, the body lines are just, I hate being cliche and saying like, ooh, but she's curvy. She kind of do be though, like, to be honest. That has to be one of my favorite things about the car, the front bumper and just the front end as a whole. So we finished #1, which was the front end and the front bumper. If we get past all this amazing stuff, #2 is easily the rear end. Now, the reason I say the rear end, if you're a fan of the 300ZX, you know exactly why. And you can tell because of how amazing this rear end looks. Now the reason I like the rear end so much has to be not the bumper, not the trunk, the JDM tail lights, the JDM rear plate for your reverse lights, and the other tail light of course, obviously, and black this out because this is normally an orange amberish color. In this exact current state, full JDM rear is probably my favorite thing. You know what, I have an idea. I'm just gonna flip the car around really quickly to show you guys a little bit better. So for the #3 spot, like I said, these are not placed in a specific order. This is just going to be, what would I call it? Just numbered so that I can actually place this as a top 5 video. You guys are waiting for it. Obviously, I chose the exhaust. I'm gonna have to give an example now. Love the way this engine sounds, probably one of my favorites. Just a little bit biased, of course, but I'll let you guys get a listen to it. Now, before I do the clip, this is a 1990 300ZX, so it has the VG30 DE. Yes, I know, I don't freaking care. VG30 DE, it is a non-turbo, it is the NA. But in my opinion, sounds a little bit better. Now, before you freaking turbo nerds tell me anything about, well, the turbo sounds better, or you can't say anything because you own an NA. I genuinely don't care. I love the sound of this engine. NAs for the win. Yeah, I'm gonna turbo this in the future because it's honestly a little bit slow as balls, but that's besides the point. Here's a listen. Genie turbo exhaust, old person's exhaust, so it's not too loud. A little bit raspy, but you'll see. All right, let's get that sound clip. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall, because if it falls, then say goodbye to my camera. Cool. I'll take it. Camera didn't die. Thank God. So there you guys go. That was the sound clip. Like I said, a little bit raspier. Not necessarily what I want, but we can change that in the future, and hopefully we will. So for the fourth thing, one more spot after this, I'm going to have to go with the interior. So the reason I say the whole entire interior, nothing specific, is because, well, just look at it. This is probably my favorite interior of a 90s Japanese car of all time. That's a statement because RX-7 FD is right next to it, but this has to be my favorite of all time. I just love the placement of everything. Gauges, gauge pods, both side. Just love everything. The dash cover. I love the dash as a whole. I love the center console area, the shifter positioning. I love this little center console area, e-brake positioning, little freaking shoulder pad garbage thing, and especially the seats and the deck, because 2+0 for the win. I do not like 2+2s. If you have a 2+2 and got butthurt, my bad. Just don't like them. Carpets as well. Everything about the interior is honestly just amazing. I love it with a passion. Can't get over it. I'm also a humongous fan of the seatbelts on the doors. People hate them, especially when they get in the car. Grr, time to sit in my Z. I don't know, there's something about it. I can't get over it. It just looks so damn good. But one of my favorite parts, especially of the passenger side, since I'm never really on the passenger side, you know, because I'm a loser like that. This little pad right here and this handle fit literally perfectly, and it feels so good. Sounded kind of stupid me saying that. I just love the interior. They do not come black and red stock. This is all completely reupholstered. But yeah, if we were to talk interior space, just kind of showed it a little bit. You have a lot of legroom here. Same with the driver's side. You have a lot of room for the back. If you're about 8.5, 9 feet tall, it probably won't work that good. I'm about 8'4", 8'3", and it's pretty comfy. So if that helps you guys out a little bit, pretty nice. Decent amount of room. When you're a Z owner, you have to bring around automatic transmission fluid, oil, and everything. This is a 10-inch sub, so you can kind of see the size a little bit. The deck is another favorite of mine. Shout out to D&D, because I can put everything on it. It's just really nice. Everything's very convenient and very nice about this car. So once again, you're asking, Christian, why is your hood open? It's because I have completely terrible fitment, aftermarket hood, got it from eBay. Just kidding. It's because we're gonna pop it open. So the 5th and final place on the list goes to the engine and the rest of the drivetrain. It is a 90s rear-wheel drive Japanese sports car. A pretty healthy V6 motor, but never thought that I would grow up to own a V6, previously hating them, thinking that all they come in are minivans and crap. Pretty clean for what it is, to be fully honest. And when you have full bolt-ons like me, for example, you have headers, you have a full exhaust, you have a specialty Z chip, all that stuff, pop filter, everything. Makes for a pretty fun car, and it makes decent power. So I talk about decent power like it makes 300, 400 wheel. It does not. It barely makes 200. Stock from factory, these motors make about 222 to the wheel, about 190 for torque. It feels much better actually using the car and driving the car than it does on numbers and on paper and everything, because 200 doesn't seem like anything for a sports car, yada yada yada. But probably, I'd say over the years you lose power, of course, because age. I'd say it has about 210. I'd say about 210, hoping maybe even 220 or above, but you never know. So to wrap it up, I love this damn car with a passion. Yes. Alright, to conclude this top 5 things that I love about my 1990 Nissan 300ZX. I just want to say, if you're looking to buy one of these, do it on certain terms. When I say certain terms, I mean you have to know what you're doing, and you have to know what these cars will give you when you want to buy one. This is a car that you can kind of just look at and say you like it and want to get one and go out and purchase one, but these things can be a little temperamental. If you want to get one, I say pull the trigger and do it depending on the price. As long as you get one that is taken care of, that is treated well, that's taken care of, that's treated well, that's taken care of, and that's treated well, I say go do it. Because people treat these things like absolute garbage, and everyone knows about that. Just be careful if you're looking to get one. Do not pull the trigger immediately on one that you just want. Make sure it is the one. That's all I gotta say. So besides that, I hope this video was somewhat decent. This is kind of on the fly, just thought of it today. Need to put out some content, especially of the Z. After that, I guess we can call it a day. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. don't know where this is going to be pointing. I think down here. The sub button is down here. So please go subscribe. It means so much. It helps us out and it pushes us to put out more videos. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Top 5 things I hate coming soon.